cut this in half, so we're going to just cut it 6 by 6. So I'm going to cut it in half this way first, because I'm going to watch my pattern a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to do 6, and I'm going to do 6. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to do 6 again. And I'm going to do 6 again. Okay. So now I have my 4 pieces to make my cards.
Okay.
And then we're going to score them. So I want to look at this, and I'm going to make the card be horizontal because I want to keep the butterfly on the front.
Oh, okay.
So if I go this way, it ends up on the back. So I want to look at it, I'm going to go this way.
Okay.
So I'm going to make sure that I cut, or I'm going to score it this way. So just at 3, I'm going to make the fold. Just flatten it out, and now you've got your little card.
Oh, that's pretty.
Pretty on the inside, see?
No, I wouldn't have
Yeah,
done
isn't that cute? It's just a new size that everybody's doing right now, so kind of cute. So now, if you wanted to put a little piece of washi tape along there, you could do that.
Okay.
Or you can add a little piece, you know, from here. So you could take the little words and you could just put a little word on here. Or if you wanted to stamp a happy birthday on the front, you could just stamp happy birthday on there. Yeah, perfect. So this one, you almost don't have to do anything, but stamp your word on or do a little word like this. And do you like to do a little glitter? Do you little stickles? You could put a little bit of stickles on the butterfly wing and let it dry, and then you'd be all good with that. So there's one card.
Wow.
So now same thing here. So let's look at the pattern. So this one has, again, kind of pretty leaves on this side. Or we go this way. Do we like it this way? And you have all this pattern on the front.
Oh.
Okay, or it can go this way and you will just see a little bit of the leaves on the right hand side. Do you like it better this way? So that's the front.
Well, just do it that way. It was a different shape card, but if you do it the other way.
No, it's going to be the same.
No, what I'm saying is.
Yeah, you're going to have a tall
card,
version
yes,
or a
I'm saying.
horizontal. You're
Yeah,
going to have a
yeah,
vertical
yeah,
or a horizontal. So you like it tall with that leaf on the front?
I like it that way.
This way
Okay,
the
that's
best?
fine.
Okay, so let's do this one.
just-
So you just have to kind of look at the pattern, and you want to see how that's going to work.
I know,
It
right?
is easy. It's just cut and
Yeah, I
fold.
know.
Cut and fold.
It's the mind thing, the imagination. I get stuck, you know. That's the shit, though, just like it is.
I know.
Okay, so now this one's pretty plain, but I like, there's some little words in here, so I'm going to leave those. So I think we'll do this horizontal again because there's some pretty background in there.
Okay.
So we're going to turn that and we're going to make that go this way. So everything being that it's 12 by 12, we've got 6 by 6 folded down to 3 by 6. So everything's divisible with the 12 by 12 paper. So that's what makes it super simple, and you can really maximize what you're doing because you're not wasting any paper.
Wow.
There's your third one. And now this one, beautiful. But here again, if I fold it this way, this is on the back. And if I turn it this way, it's upside down. So I'm thinking this one is probably going to look the best going this way again because of where the pattern is. So we're going to do that one again. Do you have a scoreboard?
Yes.
Yeah, so get that out, and all you need is your cutter and your scoreboard, and then you've got some of the washi tapes.
I guess I gotta get washi tape.
And there's your 4.
Wow.
So 4 cards out of one sheet.
Wow.
Really?
Okay.
8 cards out of
8
it.
cards.
Okay.
So I just picked pretty blue for
Oh, that
the
is
for
so
the card. This is
pretty.
going to be the card base.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're just going to cut these. And we're cutting these into the 6x6 squares, just like I did before. So these are going to be the actual cards.
Oh, that's the card base.
This is going to be
Okay.
the card base itself. Okay, now I'm just going to fold a couple of these and then you can fold the rest of them at home. So we'll do one of each color. And so we're going to do this.
What is that one you're cutting board? Those little drops. I can't see them.
Which ones?
What are those for?
They have,
this?
they land in here.
Oh.
I think, you know what, I can't,
I'm just wondering.
you know what, I don't know, I never use them.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't know either because I don't use them. So all you're gonna do is fold all of these into squares. So those are gonna be yours. Okay, so now I'm gonna end up with 8 of these.
Oh, okay.
Okay, with 2 sheets of paper,
Wow.
and I end up with 8 cards. Okay,
This so big.
now we're gonna take this, and we are gonna cut this for the panels
Oh.
for the card. So I'm gonna cut it this way first. Look at this. So I want to look at this and see, this is 1, 2, this is 3, and then I'm gonna get 3. Okay, so I'm actually gonna cut this. Yep, I'm gonna cut this in half this way. So there's my 6. Okay, so now this is the same width as the card. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna cut these into 3-inch panels.
Oh, I would have messed it up.
Okay, so now I've got 4 pieces. And these become, and we can do the same thing. We might do this a little bit different. But these become the panel that goes on the front. Okay, so every one of them. Isn't that cool? So now what I'm gonna do on this though is I'm gonna cut these down just a little bit so that there's a little bit of the blue border. So you're gonna just take it down just a smidge. And you just have to decide how much you want of the blue showing. So if it's just a teeny little bit, or if you like a little bit more. Just make it a little bit more.
Oh.
See, so it just gives you that nice little border. And now, there you go.
And that big butterfly sitting right
And
there.
right in the middle. But every card that you do is going to be different. Okay, so this one's gonna have more stuff over here, and you've lost this one, but you still have this and this. But this is a good spot to put a word. Okay, so you can do something right there, and that becomes, you might want to trim these down a little bit. This one, same thing. You've got all this pretty flower, and you could decorate that, but you could pop up a little butterfly if you had some, you know, other little paper. If you have another piece and you want to cut some out, you could pop something up, or if you have a die cut of a butterfly, you could pop another little one on top and you could give it a little dimension. Okay, so now we're going to look at, so now this one doesn't have a whole lot of interest to it, but in this case, I can just find some washi tape, or I put this on the card, and then I'm just going to find another piece of paper, and I'm going to maybe make a band that goes across the middle, or I put a little tiny strip right here so I can still see the butterfly, or maybe I die cut another butterfly or a flower or something, and just, or put a pretty embossed word on there and just leave it.
Oh, wow.
You know, and it's still pretty. You can just have some gold embossing on that or something, would be gorgeous. And you could cut it down.
Oh, okay.
Or if you don't like it at all, then you just use this for something else.
Right.
But you could just cut a little strip. So it just kind of, you know, they all work. So now we're going to look at these. So this one's going to be, you go 3 inches, 3 inches here, 3 inches here. You end up with not a ton. And here you're going to get a butterfly here.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to get 4 more out of this side. So now you've cut 2 pieces of cardstock. You have 8 cards, and you've taken 1 piece and you've cut it up, and you have 8 panels to go onto the card. You now have 8 cards. That